Well, this next item comes home to me every 90 days because this is spectacular. I'm talking about the Filet Mignon 3-pound tips and 16 2-ounce medallions for $109.98 or 5 easy payments of $22. Now, we had these a few weeks ago in April, and they were so popular. In fact, we had over 18,000 orders placed. This is just decadence and deliciousness and filet mignon. I mean, really sort of that fancy pants steak that we pay big money for. In this case, we've got on a sale price of $109.98 or 5 easy payments of $22. If purchased separately, this would cost over $159. This is spectacular. It's also available in auto delivery every 90 days for 1 year. And these 5 easy payments of $22 go away at the end of the day. There's 65-star reviews on this one. It's just so wonderful because if you just want to have that quick, wonderful filet mignon, this is the way to go. Like I was saying earlier, I pop these into my air fryer and I've got a beautiful meal within minutes. The versatility story on this one is great, and there's so many different things that you're going to be able to do with these beautiful tips and medallions. In fact, this was the Customer Choice Food Award winner in 2024 for Best Entertaining Item. And I mean, this is it, Ralph. I mean, you want to make some dogs, you want to make a few medallions and tips, that's the whole meal right there. This is how you impress your guest, right, my friend?
Yeah, I think I'm impressed with the offer because I love the fact that where can you go and get filet and filet in two different ways? But let's face it, Steve, we always say this is filet mignon. This is from the tenderloin. There's absolutely no difference in this filet than it is the ones you get at the steakhouses, the ones you buy anywhere that's center cut and expensive. They're just in either 2-ounce increments like we have here. These are those beautiful medallions, which I love. Okay, these are the medallions. I made these this one is a little medium well, but I always do that to kind of show you the juiciness of these.
Right.
And then these are 2 ounces. These are a perfect 2-ounce increment. So if you want to, for example, and I always love to do this, say I want a petite filet. Yeah. And these, by the way, each of the medallions comes in 4 packs. So you get like an 8-ounce center cut filet, but they're in 2-ounce increments. So here right on the board is 2 ounces and 2 ounces. That is a 4-ounce petite filet. And again, you cut into these, no gristle, no fat, because a filet is lean. Right. But again, you rarely see a filet like this in these 2-ounce pieces that are more versatile and more approachable.
So good. So, and you just said it, a lot of us trying to incorporate more protein into our diet. This is the best way because you're eating every single bit that you are receiving. You're not trimming any fat. You're eating it from end to end. All right, we got an update for you right now. Since early April, we've had over 18,500 orders on this one. I can tell you right now, we only have 160 left of this one at this time. So now is your time to check out. This is item M132934. So tell us the difference, Ralph, between the medallions and the tips.
Okay, let's show you on the board. For example, these, so that's 2 medallions, okay? Let's move that right over there. 2 medallions. So now the tips, and in a minute I'm gonna describe you where the tips come from, and here is like 2 or 3 tips, okay? Now, the only difference that you see, bring these closer, or no, these closer. Perfect. Oh, what happened there? But okay, here we go. Okay, so here are the tips. Mismatched, different sizes, as you can see. Right. The medallions, still filet mignon, are just uniform, and these are 2 ounces each. So again, same meat, but let me tell you visually where they come from, and it'll make a lot of sense. Okay. So here, a tenderloin is about that big, Steve. Gotcha. Okay. Yep. And again, people say, well, why is filet mignon so expensive? It's because there's not much of it on the cabinet. Sure. It's just the way it is. Okay. Right. So this is the tenderloin. In the middle is where you get maybe 2 to 4 of those expensive center cut fillets. That's it. And then what happens is ever so slightly, the tenderloin tapers down. Right. We grab those medallions before it starts to taper down, and now we get maybe 4 to 6 of those medallions. And then the tenderloin just literally goes like this. These are where the tips are. So what we've done is utilized, okay, all the tenderloin, because we're like, wait a second. All right, steakhouses, all they want is the big expensive center cuts because they charge $45, $60.
Right.
How about for our foodie friends, we give them the other part of the tenderloin, which is still tenderloin. It's just easier. It's more, approachable, and you could do so many other things with them.
Oh, they're so good. So listen, this is the move that I do. Right out of the freezer into a bowl of water. It literally defrosts in like half an hour because the packet is just like that, perfectly like vacuum sealed. Dunk it right into the water. I cut it open. I dry it off. I get it to room temp. Usually about like, maybe about another 30 minutes, and then right into the air fryer. 8 minutes on one side, 4 on the other. Lots of that Kansas City Steak Company seasoning that you're getting, and it is delicious. I literally just eat mine with broccoli, and it is like the perfect meal. I also put a little garlic butter on top of all of it too. It's like the most decadent, wonderful meal ever. I would pay big money for it, but the fact that I have it waiting for me in my freezer on those nights that I'm like, what am I gonna have for dinner? Oh, it's getting late, I don't know. I don't wanna order anything. I don't wanna cook a great big old giant meal. Nice and simple and easy. I'm getting all that protein, and I'm getting Kansas City Steak Company Filet Mignon. It is just delicious, and you can bring this home for $109.98 or 5 easy payments of $22. If purchased separately, over $159. These 5 easy payments of $22 also go away at the end of the day, and we have this available on auto delivery right now. Maybe you're gonna make yourself a little sandwich like Ralph's doing over here. Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with a filet mignon steak hoagie.
Oh.
So yeah, so we're going to kind of take this in a different direction. So a steak hoagie is great because it's got lettuce, it's got tomato. So it's the hot and cold kind of mixed together.
Right.
That crunch of the lettuce. And then you go ahead and make yourself a little bit of what I like to say, burger sauce.
Okay.
Look at that.
Okay.
Hit it with that seasoning. And look at that. That is a filet mignon steak hoagie.
I'm so hungry right now. This looks delicious.
Well, that just fell apart. No
My
big deal.
goodness. I mean, I think we should all be heading over to Ralph's house. He's making all the good stuff over there. But this is so easy. I mean, a lot of us want to go out for that beautiful steak dinner. It's very expensive. You're getting the same steak quality from Kansas City Steak Company, just like you would at the steakhouses, where they also supply those steaks for, and also for you right here at QVC. Definitely want to shop item M132934 for your Kansas City Steak Company Filet Mignon 3-pound tips and 16 2-ounce medallions for $109.98. Well, just a few moments ago, everyone was falling in love with our May food